Alright. I think we're finally ready to go again. I don't know what happened. There's nothing I can do about it. Alright. Okay, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Everything's in fine form today. Oh, god damn it, what the fuck am I doing? Holy shit. Oh, come on, man. What the fuck is going on today? Oh, fuck this. Jesus. Alright, let's see if I can sort this bullshit out. Oof, oof, oof. Whew. Had to turn the TV off. Like, usually, just because of the time of the day here, like, I've got the TV with the news on in the background, and just kind of, when it's dead times in the run or something like that, I just kind of look over there at that. But what was on there was starting to piss me off, so I just turned it off. It probably will help, honestly. Alright. Ready, 3. Let's kill that. Start from here. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's going to be a day today. Okay. I'll take it. Oh, they said I can go down and left. No, I got stuck on the priest. Well, got a nice wide line around that corner. Well, it could have been a gold split without that miss on the red Cyclops. I'll just need to sit there and practice that room like 100 times or something. Build up the muscle memory again. Come on, man. What are you doing? I don't know why I hit the button so early. Should have been through there in under 1450. Just gonna make a mess of everything. Should have been a cycle faster. I hit the button before I hit that. That's bullshit. Let me get a rock to the face while I can't move. Yes, that was some stuff. More for the course though, sadly. Just like that. Alright. That's alright. This run's going better than the other runs. Like, OBS crapped the bed on me once. I had to redo all the streams. They got me a little bit, perturbed. That and some... Like, I kind of, because of what time it is over here, when I do this, like, I usually got the news on the background when I start. There's some stupid shit on the news in the background that was pissing me off, so I had to turn that off. But... this run's going okay. Yeah, Japanese news. Ooh, okay. That sounds bad. I got it. Just took a couple seconds. Oh, man, you went for gold on that, asshole. Oh. About to lose it. That little jump off that cliff there. Oh, come on. How did I do that? Been messing that up recently. Like if you're a little bit too far to the left when you make the jump, you just completely miss the cliff entirely and jump all the way to the bottom. Needless to say, that's a bad result. Oh man, gotta get farther down than that. Crap. That's close. Almost messed that up. That was almost a bonk pit. Ah, come on. What a disaster. So just go through the door, whatever. Let's force a habit. Usually the red knight's there, so I don't want to go right. But if I've already killed him, it doesn't matter. That's close. One. I got a 0 here yesterday, so can't say he's been all bad to me lately. 1. 2. Oh no, that's 3. 4. 2. 'There we go. 3. 5. Okay, it's over. But my lead is going to be down to about 10 seconds. Three is average. That is the expected outcome. Okay, never mind. That cost me more like 30 seconds. Oh, that's a pretty big time loss. That was bad. I shot myself in the foot there. Tried something, it worked, and I was so surprised that it worked that I didn't react. So I ran the target. Don't know why I was surprised. It obviously was going to work. It was supposed to work. Ah, damn it. Oh my god. Jesus, that... Whatever. How's that not... Oh god, this is just turning into a nightmare now. No, that... I can't believe I got hit there. Oh, fucking asshole. And then I forgot to throw the bomb. Venting waste to throwaway time right now. That was a shit show, but it worked. And the amount of dead heat. Would have liked to have picked up time on this dungeon, but didn't play well enough for that to happen. Yeah, losing 10 seconds on that dungeon is a shit show. That is terrible. I should be up, not losing 10 seconds. Especially considering the Helm Sword fight really didn't go bad. This is a relatively good fight. There's no excuses for losing 10 seconds there. Such fucking horse shit. Oh, here we go. Well, yeah, second. There's something to work with, but unfortunately the run up to this point's not been that great, so I don't have a whole lot of wiggle room here. but it's something to work with. Assuming the treasure box game isn't a disaster, it's worth finishing. That's about all I can ask for. Just kind of lock in here and see if I can't make something of this. Like, the Dark Palace being bad really hurt. That should have been one of my easier places to pick up time. Instead, I lost almost 10 seconds. That's going to hurt. Assuming I finish this run, I'm going to regret that later. No matter how it turns out. That was something. One. Two. All right. Good enough. And we are roughly a minute behind, assuming I play well in this dungeon. Like I keep forgetting my PV for this dungeon. This dungeon on my PV was actually really good. Like, this is a tough place to... Oh, you son of a bitch. This is a tough place to make up time. We'll see. I don't need any more bullshit like that, though. Thought I'd be safe there. Thought wrong. Doing all right. Oh, this is bad. Oh my god. That's the last thing I needed to do. That was unfortunate. This is enough. Oh boy, I'm gonna throw this away at this rate. Come on. That is fucking infuriating. I killed after I killed the boss. That's how long is it going to take to repair all the damage? Fought on the priest again. That was something. Can get this right once today. Okay. That's certainly not cheap. Oh boy, what a disaster that was. 3 seconds. How'd I do that? Will insurance cover that, or are you just going to have to cover all that on your own? Like in the US, I know like insurance is really complicated with deductibles and all this other nonsense that sometimes it can be hard to figure out exactly how much you've got to pay and when. And with cars, it also depends on the kind of insurance you got too, whether you've got like full coverage or just liability or that kind of thing too, but I personally buy older used cars and just do liability insurance. Figure if something that bad happens to the car, I'd rather just get a new cheap used car than spend the money to repair it. That's me though. In the US, like, it's not as bad to try to do something like that. Over here, though, it's a lot more difficult. Like, car part stores pretty much aren't a thing over here. Like, it just, nobody does their own work on their car over here. Like, part of that is because over here they've got biannual inspections your car have to pass. Your car has to pass. And like that generally keeps the cars on the road here running. Like I remember when I was back in the US, if you were driving down the interstate, like you would regularly see cars that were broken down on the side of the road. That's just pretty much non-existent here. So like if you need to get your car repaired, like, and generally either take it to the dealer or to a body shop. Local body shop. But yeah, like doing that kind of stuff yourself here is, one, it's difficult to get the parts, and two, like in terms of liability and stuff like that, I don't know how easy it is either. No, not really. I mean, the only difference is less people have cars in the city. Period. What happened here? Why didn't you dash? It's overall pretty good fight. Yeah, like, it's actually kind of impressive. Oh, that was, okay. Okay, never mind. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. It's impressive how good they are at keeping the trains on schedule here. And part of me doesn't want to say that because I feel like that should be obvious. Like that should be something that should be accomplishable anywhere, but I just remember the train system from where I was back home, and nothing was on time ever. The buses mostly run on time here, but I mean, expecting the buses to run perfectly on time is just unreasonable. Like, traffic is just going to ruin that on a daily basis, so. But they mostly run on schedule, or close to it. I can't be mad at the game for the second one. I mean, I just ran into it. Why would I do it again? Oh, that's not good. Oh, come on. There we go. Are you gonna finish me off before I even make it up? Oh, yep, knew it. Damn it. Oh man, just one of those days. My mistake there was not hitting the orb on the first swing, which kind of threw off the timing there, but at the end of the day, the game bullied the crap out of me until that room and then left me with basically no room for error. Oh well. Yeah, it's been hot here too lately. Typhoon forming in the southern Pacific, though. I don't know if it's southern, but actually, I guess it wouldn't be the southern Pacific. It'd already be up in the north. North of the equator, that is. Yep, that's pretty hot. Is the power going out just like a overload issue? or something else. That's another thing about over here in Japan versus the US that changed that was nice. Like back in the US, like power would go out pretty regularly. Like at least once a month for one reason or another, you'd have the power go out for maybe like a few seconds or something. Whether it's like a transformer exploding or, you know, thunderstorm or something. You know, something put the power out for a few seconds. And then maybe once or twice a year it'd be out for minutes at a time, or maybe an hour or so. You know, like a tree line goes down or a tree falls on a line or something like that. But, like I can almost count on one hand the number of times I've had the power go out since I've been living here in 20 years. If nothing else, like the power here is stable. I really appreciate that. I mean, they do a good job of, they do a very good job of keeping the trees off the lines, is one thing. And then a lot of stuff is underground, and it's just a bunch of other things, but yeah, like the power going out here is pretty much never an issue. I mean, look, it's just the truth. I mean, in the US, depending on where you live, especially if you live in California, like sometimes you got to deal with rolling brownouts because they haven't kept the power grid updated. So, like when it hits high peak usage times, they're not even producing enough power to keep everything up. But that kind of thing has not been an issue here for me. Now, if you lived up in eastern and northern Japan after the earthquake 15 years ago, that was a very different story, but I don't live that way, so. Down here, I mean, they put in power conservation measures, but power never went out. Boy, that was... Oh. That's just one of those what are you gonna do moments. There's literally no way to get around that without either swinging the sword 2 or 3 times or doing what I did and just running through it face first. No loud bangs or anything before the power ran out? Yeah, in the summer, like a lot of times it's just from peak hours, like over usage. So like a breaker flip somewhere. That is certainly not an uncommon occurrence. Wow, rats, calm down. Jesus. hell did that open up? Yeah, those kinds of things are nice, but like a real, like serious generator, those things cost a fair amount of money. But then the fuel too. Hopefully, in the near future, people will come to their senses about nuclear energy. Because if your image of nuclear energy is like Chernobyl or The Simpsons, I can understand why you might have reservations. And then even here, after the earthquake, it's also somewhat understandable. But at the end of the day, if you're using more modern reactors, clearly it's not cheap to build them, it does take time, but the energy generation is pretty much impossible to beat. I mean, the important thing to remember about Chernobyl is, as bad as it was, like, that was... the amount of stuff that had to go wrong for that to happen was astronomical. Oh, why did I do that? Oh well. One for the road, I suppose. And quite frankly, that kind of reactor just doesn't exist anymore. At least not in any modern sense, anyway. Like, even with the Japan earthquake, at the end of the day, if you look at the way that the reactor was designed, what happened? It held up honestly better than you should have expected for the situation. Like, because quite frankly, nobody ever expected any earthquake that big to ever happen. It wasn't like they cheaped out or anything like that. They just underestimated the severity of earthquake that they might face at one point or another. Grossly underestimated. Ah, man. Yep. That was coming. That was coming. After I messed up the first one, it was over anyway. There's really not much margin for error in that room. And, like, that's the thing is, like, if you're going to worry about something like that, well, then you're kind of getting into the territory, okay, well, then what can you do? Because the odds of something like that are so low, and the ability to actually do anything to prevent it is so non-existent that if that's going to be your line, then you really can't do anything. And that was one of the things that came up, like in the aftermath of that earthquake, where when people were kind of talking about the risks with nuclear energy and things like that. And it's kind of like when you're doing risk assessment, it's like the Godzilla problem. Okay, well, what if Godzilla attacks? You know? Can it withstand an attack from Godzilla? And, you know, the idea being that, yeah, like, you reach a certain point where the expectation to actually be able to do something to prevent a certain level of disaster is, well, it's in some ways absurd. So you, like with engineering and things like that, I forgot to hit the button again. Like you want to build things, obviously, as much as possible. Well, if you're an engineer, this is. Let's put a clarifier in there. If you're an engineer working for a corporation, you're probably building something so that it fails within a reasonable time period so that the corporation could sell you something again. But if you are building stuff that's built to last, at some point you have to draw a line. You have to find a balance of cost, size, efficiency that's going to work. And where you draw the line on that is not an easy problem to solve. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, it happened again. Why is that doing that? Sorry. Hold on a second. Like I hit the space button and then, I don't know, something's got focus somewhere that shouldn't have focus and it's opening up a window that shouldn't be opening up. I gotta figure out what's going on there. Hold on a second. Okay, I figured it out. That should fix that. Sorry about that. That's like, what, 3, 4 false starts in a row. Three, two, one, go. There we go. This Godzilla Zero's coming out sometime in the near future, I think. It may be this year. I can't remember. It's coming out pretty soon. The follow-up to that one. I can't remember if Godzilla fights Mothra at any point or not. Look, when I watch these movies, all it was just, hey, look, 2 big monsters are fighting. Sometimes it's like, oh, 3 big monsters are fighting. Oh, that monster's destroying a city. I mean, as far as I knew, Godzilla and Mechagodzilla were friends or something. Michael Jackson? What happened there? Yeah. She capitalized it, so I thought she was talking about like a movie or something. Like I know that Mike will Jackson biopic is out now, and I can't remember the title of it. I thought maybe that's what it was. Fair enough. Look, Weird Al's gonna outlive us all, okay? He still makes music. He's just as famous now as he's always been, honestly. I mean, the thing is, like, he doesn't... It's not like he does, like, regular releases or anything like that. It's just, like, he'll hear something and then something will, you know, strike a chord and then he'll make a song. And that's how he's worked for forever. It's not like he's out here trying to make these things. Good job, guys. I mean, the guy's getting old, okay? If he's not already in his 60s, I'd be surprised. This is not a good run. All you have to do is just look it up on, like, iTunes or Spotify or something, and you can see what he's released. But he still puts out stuff. I don't really listen to any of it, but I do know that he's still putting out stuff. Same as he always has. Bryan Cranston... Oh no, like, I don't really pay too much attention to him. I'll watch stuff if he's in it, but... Oh, God. Fuck this. That's terrible. Alright, one more shot. One more shot. I had my run earlier. Blew it. Oh, give it one more go, though. Alright, 3, 2, 1. All I know is they're making a new one, which is a mistake. Look, Bryan Cranston's one of the Hollywood types that can't keep his opinion to himself. I don't really care for those. That's funny, I was always under the impression that the mom on that show died or something, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must be thinking of someone else. I know, like, the youngest one, or one of the kids got in a lot of trouble. Now, the honest truth is, most of it's not nearly as bad as it was 5 years ago with that kind of stuff. Because most of them have learned that the more they run their mouths, the worse it gets for them. So they've kind of learned to keep their mouths shut. Like, it's not the culture it was in the 90s or early 2000s where people went to celebrities for opinions. Like, that's mostly dead now. That doesn't mean that there's not people that the general public goes to for opinions. It's just not Hollywood actors anymore. Which overall, it's probably a good thing for Hollywood if they're concerned about not going out of business, which they are currently barreling towards. Yeah, I remember growing up with like people like Tom Cruise and whatnot, and all I know is I don't know anything about what they think about anything. And that's exactly how I like it. I mean, even with Tom Cruise, like the few times like he kind of showed what was underneath, he got in trouble for it. Like that Oprah interview where he's jumping on the sofa. So people started to think he was a nut. Not that they already didn't, because, well, that was, even back then and still now, that's the general opinion on most people associated with Scientology. Yes, Tom Cruise for the most part does his own stunts, just like Jackie Chan. He doesn't do anything quite to that level. I mean, regardless of my opinion on Tom Cruise's movies and anything else, I will say he is a Hollywood professional, which almost doesn't exist anymore. Probably the only other one that comes to mind that isn't over 50 years old is Leonardo DiCaprio, and I don't know, is he 50 yet? Maybe he is, actually. Never mind. I don't know how old he is, actually. Older than me. I guess Johnny Depp's another one. But again, Johnny Depp, not a young man. Older than Leonardo DiCaprio. If you've never watched What's Eating Gilbert Grape, you should watch that. Mr. Bean. I forget, did they make a second Johnny Danger movie? Or did they only make one? Okay, so he is 50 though. Jesus. They made 4 of those. Okay, never mind. I figured they stopped at 1. Or not 1, but maybe 2. You know what's kind of a trip to go back and watch now? The Austin Powers movies. You know, you can watch Austin Powers for free on YouTube. Like, they just put the movie on YouTube for free. You can just watch it. You may be able to watch all 3 of them, I don't know. I wonder if they distribute... No, it's just free on YouTube. Like, it probably has ads on it. I don't know how well some of the humor aged. Some of it, I mean, is pretty, you know, timeless humor, but not all of it, though. And, like, a lot of it kind of... If you don't have intimate knowledge of the James Bond movies or the 90s culture when it came out, like, some of the stuff's not going to make any sense, I think. Am I 51? No. I told you, I'm not as old as him. Happy birthday. Just go ahead and say it now in case I forget. All right, burn through all those arrows. Well, I hope you enjoy Malta. That sounds... Where is Malta? Is it the Mediterranean? Okay, so it is the Mediterranean. Okay. Weather should be pretty nice this time of year. Is Malta still British-held territory, or is that something you guys gave back? Or is it something you never had? Oh, come on. Ex-British colony, okay. Oh wow, that's a long time ago then. Jump! What are you doing? Man, I'm having trouble with that today. What is going on? I'm getting older by the second. This will be dead by the end of the stream. I mean, you could be one of those people who went back to college after you retired. Interesting statement. I don't want to be old yet. That's because as a teenager, everything's about what you can't do. So adults can do whatever they want, whereas teenagers can't, so everybody wants to grow up. Of course, then once you actually do become an adult, then you realize that all that stuff that adults do also comes with all this other responsibilities that you never actually realized were there before. And then the tone changes rather quick. Or you become a NEET, one of the two. You gotta have a certain kind of mindset to be a NEET and not have it, like, bug you. It's not as easy as it can seem. Oh, man. This is not going well. Oh my lord. Like, lately they've just been loving to spawn under each other's bodies where I can't see where they are. Oh man, this is bad. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed the COVID schedule. It's not like I didn't have to work, but I had to work a lot less than I usually would have. But I did not mind when things got back to normal either. Because I did not enjoy masks or any of that at all. I mean, the answer to how school was is going to swing wildly on what country you lived in. Like over here, like that first year, there was a lot of times where, I mean, what, it's like a half a year at least before people started going back to school? Kind of regularly. So it was already like September or so by the time they kind of started regularly going back to school. Oh man, you had my number, Rock. They're all alive so far. Thanks, dude. Thanks for stopping in again, as always. Oh! How can I mess this up so often? That's all I have to do. That's all I had to do. It's not that hard. That's good news. Should have been paying more attention to the screen. Oh, that's a shame. I should be at least 20 seconds up. Oh well, gotta work with what I got. AC really does make people weak. Like it wasn't until like about 10 years ago where they kind of started putting AC more in Japanese schools. So like in the summer, man, it was hot. But because those kids spent so much time in the heat, when they were out playing sports and stuff like that, you didn't have as many kids as you do now that, you know, like get heat stroke and stuff like that. It really did make the kids weaker in that sense. Well, it's just your body gets used to things. Like, this is an important thing for everybody to understand. It's like your body gets used to stuff. The body's ability to adapt to things, whether it's weather, environment, or things like that, is not something you should ever underestimate. And it's why, with older people especially, you have to be really careful about changing their diet. Because, like, you can look at an older person's diet and you're like, how are you eating this junk? You're going to die. But quite frankly, if you just switch up everything you're eating, you're probably, as far as I'm concerned, you're probably more likely to kill them that way. Changes to environment, changes to habit. Like, there's a lot of stress and other things associated with that that it's important to take account for. Well, I really wanted one. But may I have a cheeseburger? Unless they're too expensive. McDonald's over here trying to turn into gourmet food. Forgot why people ate it in the first place. Hey, look, man. McDonald's gets a bad rap. It's not that bad. I get not everyone's going to like it, and it is cheap food, but I mean, it became the #1 restaurant chain in the world for a reason. It's not just because it was cheap. Oh my god, that's such garbage. Like, what upsets me about it is that he somehow got the iframes on there, and as soon as the iframes were up, then he charged at me and knocked me off. Oh. I mean, the thing is, like, if I leave him alone, he's going to do exactly what he did, which was come charge at me and knock me off the edge there. So, like, I had to do something about it. Alright. What are you gonna do to me? I'm gonna put this run out of its misery. 2. 1. Two. Uh-oh. Here we go. How many are you gonna give me? 3. 4. 3. 5. Well, 3. The answer is 3. Now the only question is, how far behind am I going to be? I can't believe I lost this much time. Actually, I can. Getting knocked off there actually cost me a mountain of time. And then on top of that, the Ganon fight itself cost me about 20 to 30 seconds. Oops. Whatever. Not concerned about the splits right now. Unless I get a 1 on the shovel game, this thing's more or less dead. If I get a 2, it needs to be an early 2. Oh, I hit the brakes there, I didn't need to. Yeah, ideally, you want to get 2 rotations on it. The difference between 2 and 3 is like 12 or 13 seconds, I think. Because you got that lightning strike in there. It's more or less like 6 seconds per attack. I'm not sure the exact number, but 6 seconds is the about number. These days I don't watch much sports anymore. About the only sport I watch anymore is soccer, and whenever the Olympics are on, I'll watch whatever's on there. Like, I can watch the Olympics all day. Like, I don't really care what the sport is if the people are seriously competing, then I find it entertaining. Like, I will sit there and watch rhythmic gymnastics or almost anything. I won't watch speed walking. I just find that embarrassing and odd. I don't understand why it's a sport. I especially don't understand why it's an Olympic sport. But hey, those people working hard though. I'm not going to take that away from them. Alright, the World Cup's coming up, so I'll be watching that. Like World Cup, I'll watch literally almost any match. Although this year, like, they added 16 teams this year, and that has severely diluted the quality of pool play. So there's going to be some real lousy games, honestly, in the pool play. Well, they shouldn't have done it. I know why they did it. The answer is money, but it's not been to the benefit of the quality of the tournament at all. Yeah, small team making it and then losing by 10 goals, like, that's not really for anyone's benefit. Like, that kind of team should be getting eliminated in the early stages. I mean, if you're a person that's paying to go watch that match, you're probably not going to be satisfied with that kind of result, even if you're the winning team. That's 48 teams this year. Or are you talking about the number of teams they added? If it's added, then yeah, it's 16. The thing is, like, the World Cup at 32 teams already had some teams that had no business being there. Like, expanding it to 16 has only added way, way more of that kind of team. Oh, no, the tournament round is 16. Although this year it'll be more than that. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Built a bad habit. It's been 32 teams for as long as I can remember. And then the top 2 teams from each group advance. It's 8 groups of 4, and then the top 2 advance. This time it's, what? 12 groups of 4, and I'm not sure how advancing works anymore. No, I did get hit. I got hit right there at the end. No, he ran into me. If I hadn't have whiffed, he wouldn't have ran into me, but I whiffed. I was a little bit short. I needed to move up a pixel or 2 more. And I think I'd have hit him there, but because I whiffed, he ran into me. I can't complain about the boss there. He gave me everything I could ask for. If I hadn't a whiff there, it would have been a really clean fight. Alright. That's good enough. Up. Don't bonk into the wall, please. I'm getting better about that recently. Okay, I've got this 2 times in a row. Can I make it 3? Ah. A little bit slow. Almost got it. Getting hit by the bomb there is intentional. Like, the idea is I want to get up above the bomb into the, like, right in front of the cave entrance, so when it goes off, it knocks me towards the cave, so I can just immediately walk in. Instead of having to wait for the bomb blast to clear out, or what happened there, getting knocked away. The throw was good, I was just late. Like, I was late getting to the point. After I placed the bomb, there was a little bit of delay in there and it cost me. Oh well, we'll get to do the shovel game at the very least. Or like, honestly, like, remembering this isn't that bad. Like, for me. Like, I've always been able to kind of, like, remember video games. Like, I can play games I haven't played for 20 years, and I still mostly remember them. If it was something I even remotely enjoyed. Like, where I will run into trouble is if setups are similar, or it's going through the same room twice or something like that, and I'll get confused as to what it is I'm supposed to do. Like, I'll do the wrong thing. I'll do something I was supposed to do at a different part of the route. Oh, come on. Terrible. That was bad. Should have gotten at least 2 more digs out of that. guarantee I would have gotten it anyway. Ah, come on, man. Nope, not happening today. I'm gonna do what I always do, which is dig until I get it. But it's over. Like, not getting it by the second one. If I'd come in with a cushion, then maybe it'd have been okay, but I was already behind, which means I'm now 2 minutes behind. That's not impossible to overcome, but it's almost impossible. And then on top of that, I've still got more RNG that can go wrong. It's just not realistic unless it's a 1 or a 2, unless I'm coming in on a really good time. Like that one there, that was a good set of digging, but this RNG didn't work out. What are you gonna do? Four. I always just like to do it at the end because one, well, quite frankly, I need the practice, and two, I enjoy the, I guess the schadenfreude you could call it. How many times will it take? Maybe 10. That's 5. That is 4. 4. It's 36 digs. 36 digs is the minimal acceptable baseline. Ideally 37. If I did really, really, really well on my movement, I can maybe even get 38. Maybe. I'm not sure if 38 is actually possible or not. I feel like it is if your movement is almost perfect. Okay, it was a 5. Oh. Oh no, like the game, like this is more or less a solved game. Like the mechanics for it and everything, like people know how it works. It's just all you can do is just hope that it shows up. But the ideal path for digging, I'm not exactly sure what the most ideal path for digging is, but it's something similar to what I'm doing. Like you get in between like two, on a vertical axis, you get in between two tiles, and then you want to move like about 1 pixel up and down, and then hit both of those, and then just move the required distance horizontally to get to the next space. Like that's more or less the ideal way to dig. You could technically do the same thing where you get like 1 pixel between the vertical axis, like moving left and right, and then just move up and down. But because the map is shorter, it'll mean you have to do more movement to get to a different row, and that's going to slow you down. So for the most part, like you just want to be digging along the vertical axis. All right. Well, today's run was not meant to be, unfortunately. The earlier run had a shot until blind ended it. That's a little bit on me. I mean, like I got to get a little bit better at that fight in terms of not taking damage, but kind of sucks that you kill the boss and then the like bouncing off the boss for the last strike like knocks you into a fireball that kills you. But anywho, Mutax stream in about 15 or 20 minutes. It was supposed to start, I was intending to start at 8 o'clock, but I figured since I made it here, might as well give the shovel game a go and see what happened. But it didn't work out. So that'll probably be closer to 8, somewhere between 8:15 and 8:30 I'll start up. So about 20 to 30 minutes from now I'll do the Mutanic stream. Going from the Infinite, yesterday's run ended at the end of the Jurassic. And so I'm going to take those cats from the Infinite today, and then going to do another Act 3 run, probably through the Jurassic again. Getting closer. I only have, so I'm probably only going to take like another 1 or 2 days to finish all of the collared cats. Like I've got to do, assuming I finish today's run, I got to do 1 more run through the Jurassic and then 2 runs through the end. So that's not that bad. And I guess, well, at some point I guess I got to take a collared cat everywhere too. So that's going to be another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs I have to do at some point. But 1 collared cat is not that bad. But that's going to be in about 20 or 30 minutes. So by all means, come back and watch for that. Yeah, it's 109%, but I'm not worried about 109%. Like all it needs for 100%, you have to finish all of the, you have to take all the cats to all of the bosses. You have to, well, and defeat them, obviously. You have to max out all of the people. So you gotta max out Butch and Tina and the other guy. I forget. I don't know what they call him. And then Frank. You gotta max all those out. And then beyond that, it's beating all the house bosses and like story progression, I believe. So. And then that yeah, the organ grinder, that's who it is. So like once you do that, then it's 100%. Then like hard mode and solo runs and all the other stuff is what adds up towards 109. At least that's what the information I could find online said. So anyway, that'll be all for this stream. Thanks always, everyone who watches. I do appreciate it. And I'll be doing this again tomorrow, and then hope to see you for Mutanics. Okay, I'll be back in about 20 minutes or so. See you soon. Today is curry.